Are you somebody that is looking for a new grill? Well, look no further. The seller sent me over this grill to unbox, assemble, and start grilling some meat. So sit tight, let me get this unboxed, put together, and let's get cooking. So here's everything inside the box. It was packaged very well, and I don't think it's gonna take too long to put together. So let me start reading the instructions and assembling. All right, you just saw how simple it was to assemble this grill. It was packaged very well, and assembly probably took about 45 minutes or so. Really not that difficult. Now, before using it and putting some steak on it, I did run it for about 40 minutes on high heat, which was about 700 degrees, and that was enough to burn off any kind of oil or residue that was left over from the factory. Now that it is preheated, before I am gonna throw my potatoes on, I'm just gonna take some olive oil and just rub it on the top so that way the steak is not going to stick to the grill. It's kind of like seasoning it. Another great thing about this grill, it comes with its own cooktop. All you have to do is turn on the propane, hit the igniter, and then now you're able to take your pot and also have that simmering and cooking off to the side while the potatoes are still cooking on the grill and it's just about ready to throw the steaks on. there you have it. I'm just gonna let this rest for about 5 minutes and then we'll be ready to eat. You just witnessed me grilling a delicious meal on this grill. Let me tell you what, I was pleasantly surprised about how easy it was to put together and the quality that it was when you are cooking out on this grill. The size, you're able to put plenty of meat on the grill itself, or potatoes or vegetables or whatever you're grilling. There's enough room here, and it has a warming rack on top. Also, a thermometer up top is a nice touch, so that way you know what to keep your meats at when you are grilling. The side burner is a bonus, especially if you're trying to heat up sides while also grilling, so you could do it all in one right at your fingertips. When you're done with the stovetop, all you gotta do is just close that, and now that side's covered. The area around here was plenty enough to hold all of my cooking utensils and plates, so that way I had everything at my fingertips. You can see how much space is underneath the grill, so if you have anything else you need to store under there along with utensils, you could do so. That is a 20-pound propane tank. It sits in a little cradle and it has a little screw that holds it into place so it's not going to rattle everywhere. When the doors close, there's a magnet to keep the door shut, which is also a nice feature. Lastly, it is on wheels that lock, so you're able to roll this around wherever you need it on the patio, so you're ready to grill for your next party. If you are somebody that's thinking about picking up a grill, think about picking up one of these. Full disclosure though, I do make a small commission off the sale of every one of these. Thanks again for watching, and happy grilling.